Question 5. How did I attract and address my audience? During our research and planning, I made questionnaires to ask my target audience and then interviewed them to develop our understanding of what they would and wouldn't like to see within our zombie film opening. Here are the questions that I asked my target audience. From doing this, I found that my target audience prefers film openings that include enigma. Therefore, we ensured enigma played a large role of our film opening. We achieved this by using low-key lighting so that the audience wouldn't see the action clearly, and also by putting the news report at the beginning, as this grabbed the audience's attention and created questions in their heads, such as, why do they need to stay indoors? Or, what's so important about this news report? My target audience also said that they probably wouldn't go watch a zombie film in the cinema unless it was of a high quality. So I ensured that I made my film opening interesting and of a good standard to make sure that people want to go watch it in the cinema. Overall, the interviews I did impacted on what I put in my film. For example, I added a lot more enigma than what I first planned, as I wanted to make sure my film opening was good and appealed to my target audience. If I was to promote my film, I would do it on social media, for example, Facebook, Twitter or YouTube. This is because I know a lot of my target audience will use social media, so will hopefully see my advert for the film. I would also advertise in between programmes that are zombie or horror related, for example, The Walking Dead, so that my ideal audience would see the advert and be interested and therefore watch my film. Within my opening, I added a lot of things to excite and intrigue my audience. For example, I started the whole film opening off with a news report.
I'm hearing breaking news about the returning dead. Stay indoors. Wait for rescue. I repeat, wait for rescue.
This caught the attention of my audience and made sure that their eyes were on the film from the very beginning. Also, the TV goes fuzzy, and this would show the audience that something is going wrong, and the equilibrium of the film is being disturbed from the very beginning. The actor who plays the news reporter has a strong, sharp, abrupt voice, so this will catch the audience's attention and draw them into the film. The titles and text would also intrigue my audience. They suit the genre well, as I have used red to connote blood, and there is a non-diegetic sound of creepy, heavy breathing when the titles appear. This will give the audience a good understanding that my film is going to be horrific and not a comedy or a romance film. I've used a lot of cross-cutting in the bedroom scene with Beth. The cross-cutting will confuse the audience but also create enigma at the same time. It will also create a build-up or climax, where I've also added a fast heartbeat noise on top of the cross-cutting so it will create tension in the audience. The costumes in my film opening are all different for each character. The news reporter wears a suit and tie to show that he is important and of a high status. This means the audience will look up to him and listen to what he has to say. All of the zombies have ripped, bloody clothing on, and this will show that they have been through a struggle. Most of the lighting is low-key. The darkness will signify death or danger and show the audience that something bad is happening. Also, there is a dreamlike filter on the garden scene, and this will show that the character of Beth is trying to picture her happy normal life to calm her down as she is trapped and scared in her bedroom. I believe that all of the actors used in my film opening are of a high standard, especially zombies. They act and sound exactly how you'd expect a zombie to walk and sound. This will then clearly show the audience which characters are the zombies. My film is unique as most of the main characters are teenagers, and this is different compared to other zombie films as the characters are teenagers. It will attract my target audience as they will be around the same age or maybe a little bit older, so my target audience will be able to relate to the characters and empathise with them. The props used might shock some viewers when they see the weapons. It will cause them to almost panic or worry when they see the weapons, but it will also tell them that the character of Leo is out there trying to save the world, so they will see him as heroic and will be thankful that he is saving people. The plot and concept of my film is confusing yet unique, and I think it will interest my audience. Most of my target audience will enjoy all things zombies, so will watch my film thinking that zombie life could be possible in the future. Although the plot is confusing, it will also create enigma and let the audience create their own interpretation of each of the characters and the storyline in the film. I have used a lot of different camera shots in my film opening, for example, close-up shots and long shots. The close-up shots show each of the characters' emotions and how they are feeling at the time. This can make the audience empathise with each of the characters. Then the long shots can show the whole of the scene, and so the audience can see the whole action, and so that they can see the setting and what each of the characters are doing.